Here's the line just getting started. We've got the Christmas party at Siempre today. We've got all that. So here are kids walking to school. It is just now school time. So we're trying to get started before school time, so we're not a problem. Thank the Lord for this fence, which has been such a blessing for us. We have the gates open. You can see the food for the walk-up line. One person in the walk-up line today. It is cold. I mean cold today. It's in the 30s and at low 30s. I mean like almost 30 degrees this morning. There's been ice everywhere on everything. All the cars were covered with ice. People had their engines running with the heaters on, those who were waiting in line. So it is cold, so we're going to try to get people going. Normally we'd try to people get going in the summertime so that they didn't have to worry about the heat today, and so they don't have to sit in the cold. So our workers are out here. They're saying, let's get going so we can warm up. So we're going to get going. We're excited. We've got our party at Siempre para los Niños this afternoon. We're leaving the church at 11 o'clock, so that's cool. You can see the ice on the roof across the street, maybe. Well, ice on all the roofs across the street. There's our Christmas Eve service coming up. 11 o'clock, Christmas Eve, December 24th. There are candles, carols, communion. Wonderful service. Our line down around the corner as always, even in the cold. So things are going. Everyone knows to pull forward when I come by, because it's one of the things that I try to do is keep the line moving forward and making sure that everyone's got it going on. Look at that jet. Woo. Taking off from our little airport. There aren't very many that come in and out of our airport. Little private jet. Pretty cool. Looks like we've got a truck up here who's not wanting to pull into the parking lot yet, which is kind of part of the slowdown. Thank you so much to everyone who supports this ministry today. People in line were saying the same thing. We haven't had coffee for months. We normally get our coffee through Feeding America, who gets it from Starbucks and all kinds of other suppliers, and so everyone's anxious for coffee. Yo, hermano, arriba. So my Spanish, huh? Okay, Mary, I just said yo hermano arriba. Was that okay?
Yeah.
Good. I didn't know if that was rude. Hey, dog, how you doing, pup? Look at that guy. He wants to bite the preacher. Look at thank you, Anna, for keeping the line moving. Good morning. These dogs all want to get a piece of me, Anna. Look at that. So we've got everything going. On Wednesdays, my Spanish starts right out here in the parking lot. You'd think I'd be fluent by now. It just seems like yesterday the courtyard was filled with people for Thanksgiving. The parking lot was full yesterday morning. Marty and Joshua were out here with the USDA food, and DoorDash was here delivering food across our community yesterday morning, right out over here, out of the Welcome Building, which is now utilized for storage, for food, dry goods. And so that was happening yesterday. The park, when I got here this morning, looked like you could go sledding on it. The ice was so thick. Good morning. So there's still ice on some of it, though. You can see in the shade anyway. Workers were all jostling over who gets to stand in the sun this morning as they worked. But grass is frozen everywhere. We've got mountain views out here. And that's the beautiful thing. All of our mountains are covered with snow now. And I always tell people that here in Southern California, we keep our snow in the mountains where snow belongs. And so Southern California people forget that we live in the bosom of adventure between the ocean and the mountains. And we're just in the heart of it all, the adventure. So when you want to come and live in adventure, Southern California is your spot to be when you want to retire and be in a place where it's flat and not not here, but you look out through the distance, maybe you can see the mountains through the palm trees out there. Snow covered, beautiful. It is an excellent morning. Here is the working end of the line. The volunteers going hard at it. Baskets being delivered. Pastor Ken, there he is. We've got bread. I saw this in the freezer and it said oranges on the outside of it. Ken said he thought the same thing, that they put oranges in the freezer, but it was bread that they had put in there. It was covered at the time, so we weren't able to see it. And look at all this good food. Fruit cocktail, all kind of, look at muffins, lemon loaf. Did you see that lemon loaf? Sal, that looks delicious, huh? Corn, so much good food. More bread. We've got food, and more food. Everyone's gonna have a great Christmas because of you, those of you who support. Here's a walk-up line. Maura, still just the one person. Una persona solamente hoy. Ay, lo siento.
No people today.
No people today. I don't blame cold. Muy frío.
I know, yeah, mucha gente está en la cama.
So thank you for supporting our good work. Hey, good. We were just complaining we didn't have any customers. Thank you for supporting this good work so that people can have a good Christmas. They can have food on the table. They don't have to go without. They're able to buy their kids gift. They're able to pay the rent, make a car payment, because they don't have to worry about going without food. People say, well, that guy's got a better car than me. Or that guy. You don't know what's happening in their family. That's the thing. We don't know. And so when we supply food, now if you dial 211 here in the Riverside area and ask for help with your groceries, help with your family, they give you our number. If you dial United Way and you ask for help with your groceries, food, they give you our number. I get calls all week long about it. So thank you. We started out so small and we're only growing, only expanding. And because you give so generously, if you want to make a year-end gift, you can go to 14jc.com. That's the number 1, the number 4, letter J, letter C.com. And there's a donate button. You can give there generously. You can write a check to Central Community. In the memo, put food distribution. Or just put food. We'll know what it's for. And mail it to, write it out to Central Community, the check, and mail it to, or do it online, to Central Community, 5623 Arlington Avenue, Riverside, California. And you know, Cars for Kids does way more commercials than we do. But we take cars. This Oldsmobile, a friend just told me this week, he thinks he'd like to buy this Oldsmobile for his kid. If you want this Oldsmobile, this is going to be a beauty, all waxed out. You can still buy this Oldsmobile. If you have a car you'd like to donate, thank you, Ron. That's going to sound great on the video. If you'd like to buy this Oldsmobile, if you have a car you'd like to donate, if you have a piece of property you'd like to donate, if you have an airplane you'd like to donate, oh, thank you, Ken. All of those things we take. Year-end gifts are so appreciated. We're able to make it through the end of the year and into a new year because people like you generously give, and you can use them on your taxes for next year because you made it before December 31st. So God bless you. Thanks so much. Have an absolutely fantastic day. I hope it's not freezing where you're at, but it's freezing here. Whisper a prayer that we get across the border. We're taking presents to siempre para los niños. God, let's go in and look at Ellen. I think she, oh, nope, the kids will see it if I do, maybe. But I think she's stuffing stockings with candy and getting them ready for the kids. The presents are already wrapped, already packed away. Here's the food for next week. So we've got food for next week already set up, already ready to pack. The list for next week up there on the wall. And we are just about ready to go. Anyone who has tolerated the video for this long with me moving around this much, you are just godly beyond measure. In the courtyard from the other side. Thank you so much for the good things you've done. If you really want to see the gifts, just contact me and I'll show them to you.